So who was to know the run of form we were on in our last episode was actually the highlight of the season? It has got worse since then. One of the beatings we've had, by the way, was, well, on the sizable side, and the board have finally lost their patience. They've called us in. This could well be the last episode of Sub-Zero Hero in FM21. Ask not for whom the bell tolls. We all know it's tolling for me. We're in an awful lot of trouble since the last episode where we could only scratch out a 1-1 draw against Raufoss, who, by the way, they're still below us in the table. We're not in the bottom two yet. We're not actually in the relegation zone. We're still in that playoff relegation place, but form has been so bad. The board have called us in. In our defence, we have been on a period of a tough run of fixtures. We played Tromsdalen, who are a former Premier Division team. We played well in this game. We were actually all right. We almost matched them on the XG. We had 2 goals disallowed, but they took their chances and punished us. And then we were on another run of poor results. So we went into our next game where we played Storbeck. And again, we didn't play too badly in this game. Look, we had an XG of above 1. And theirs is a little higher. But that's when we were 1-0 down and we had to go chasing the game late on. They had a couple of breakaway easy chances. But before that, we were well and truly in the game. And to be honest, we were unlucky to go in a goal down at half-time. Then it looks like we got back to winning ways and all was rosy. My goodness, it was not all rosy in this game. The team we were playing, Blink, well, they were bottom of the table, an absolutely hopeless side. We battered them in the first half. Old Grunners missed a penalty. If he'd have tucked that in, it could have been a far more comfortable afternoon. But in the 64th minute, they took the lead. And we went into the 88th minute and I literally was tearing my hair out, both of them. But Grunwald came up in the 88th minute and he got us an equaliser. Well, that one probably saved us from being called into the boardroom there and then. He brought the ball forward, he got a little return ball eventually and he lashed it home. I was on very attacking at this point, and we weren't done there. 93rd minute, Grunwald's in again. Gersa brings the ball down the right. We're still on very attacking. Grunwald strikes it home. And at this point, well, I brought the cavalry back, but Grunwald wasn't done yet. Very last minute of the game. He's involved again. He slips Anderson through. Tucks it away for 3-1. And I thought, well, look, at least we're beating a team that's worse than us, although we had to fight for it. But then we went into the next game. And again, I promise you, we started this game pretty well. It wasn't until injury time at the end of the first half that they took the lead. We were in it in the first half. I mean, look at the XG. We were right there. We were in it. But then the second half, we fell apart. We capitulated and we are bringing in more and more of our young players into the side. And they're struggling. And the veterans aren't really doing their bit. However, we did at least get the accolade of scoring the best goal in the game. Because Andre Gersa did whip home a volley from miles out, which was an incredibly good goal. The goalie shoveled it out and he's level with the centre circle and he's volleyed one and then run half the length of the pitch to go and get the ball back, even though, well, at that point, I still don't think we were going to get back into it. So things have been going pretty badly. We've had a 2-0 defeat against Sondal. They were a good side, but again, we started this game the better. We had another goal disallowed in this one. We had chances. We really did have chances. And against Kongsvinger, well, this is the game we've just played. And the reaction tells you that they were able to get a 1-0 victory over us. And the board have called us straight in. So without any further ado, I reckon we best go and face the music. Okay, with these things, I am always actually tempted to click refuse to attend because I do find them a little bit of an insult after everything I've done for the club. But we're in there now. Let's see how it goes. By the way, if you watched any of my series in FM20, you know that I've been in these situations before and I royally loused them up. So we're going to go full on begging and pleading here. There's no pride involved. Let's see what they're saying. We're not happy with the current performance. I do not blame you. And are considering your position at the club, you're probably right too. We would like to know why you think the team have performed so badly. I mean, how long have we got? Let's turn this into a 24-hour video. We're terrible. We're playing a team of teenagers who probably weren't good enough to get promoted last season. I say probably. They definitely weren't good enough to get promoted last season. Anyway, look. What are we going to say to Jonas Halverson? This is my first job, and as such I hope you can overlook my errors to date and let me grow as a manager. That sounds risky. We've had a difficult run of games, that bit's true. The next batch of games, well, they're not winnable, but we might sneak a point. Maybe. Therefore, I feel you should afford me more time. Oh, that sounds like I'm being Charlie Big Bananas there, doesn't it? You should give me more time. I've been really unlucky with the amount of injuries. That's true as well. We have had a lot of injuries. We're basically playing without any wingers at the moment. I hope you can give me more time to turn things around. Convince. I think it looks worse than it is. I honestly don't think it looks as bad as it actually is. We've still got two teams below us because they're awful too. We are woeful. This option is fake news. But what else does it say? We've played really well. To be fair to the boys, the last few games, they've not been terrible. Stick to the plan and everything will work out fine. Okay. Oh, goodness me. What do you click on? This is my first job in management and I hope you can overlook my errors today and let me grow. That's a maybe. We've had a difficult run of games. Give me more time to put things right. I feel you should afford me more time. Oh, I don't know. It looks worse. It doesn't look worse. Let's compromise. Let's go. Afford me more time to put things right. No, I'm going to go with convince. This could end in me hunting around for a new series, but here's my rationale. Compromising is like I'm asking them to meet me halfway. I'm asking for something from them. I don't want anything from them. I just want a pure beg. I hope you can give me... Oh, hang on. All right. No. All right. I'm being definitive now. I'm going in the middle. We have had injuries. Give me more time to turn things around. The number of injuries in the squad isn't that bad, and we do not see this as a valid reason. Well, I'm certainly not threatening. Ask for a chance. The last thing the club needs is upheaval and you should show some faith in me. That's high risk. I promise you that things will look a lot better in a month's time. Give me until then. Or you have to give me some more time, I beg you. Or tell me what I need to do to save my job. If I say tell me what I need to do to save my job, they are going to set me a points target that I'm absolutely convinced I cannot meet. But also, if I say I promise you things will look better in a month's time, I'm not entirely sure things will look better in a month's time, but I think that's better than a points target that there's no way that I can meet. So I'm going with the promise. This is going to have to be one heck of a month. We look forward to you keeping your promise, but if you fail, we will have no choice but to sack you. You should be aware that failure to live up to the commitments you have made here could result in the termination of your contract. We believe it's important to stay on good terms with you, so hopefully we can continue to work together to build a positive future. Okay. Job saved for now. But we've now got to try and have a pretty epic month. We're on the 29th of September. So October gives us 4 games. 3 of them at home. But we are on a terrible run of form. I guess we best get into it with the first game against Usane. And away we go in what could be a massive, massive nail in our Tromsdalen coffin. Or, well, it could. Let's just make sure that we're on the right highlights here. Let's go back to extended. It could be a game that just drags us back into contention. We're into the first highlight. And there is one of our 16-year-olds passing it to another one of our youngsters. And we've given the ball away. The team we're playing are just a couple of places above us in the league. They're not in great form either. But our form makes everybody else's pale into insignificance. We are aquaplaning our way down the table. You know that when you're playing well but goals are going in off your defender's backside, you're giving penalties away, the opposition scoring with direct free kicks. And when they're taking the lead after just 7 minutes, well, you feel like the writing is on the wall. And, well, look, we're not shirking it. We're coming back to show you it, as that seems like it took a deflection off our defender's shoulder to take it past the keeper. This is what it's like down at the bottom of the table, but we can't sign anybody. We don't have any experienced pros really that are playing well that can help galvanise the team and lead them. We're relying on plucky 16-year-olds coming to our rescue. And well, they're not doing it today, are they? We've not had a shot in the opening 14. What can we do now? Grunwald at 6'4" can't win his header in the air. Here's little Nessa, he slung one in. And that's gone all the way out to Pedersen. And not even a shot to get away there. We're building again though. Carlson, Loveland. It's like season 1 having those two back in the midfield. Alright, well, they kept control of the ball. Now we've gone long and given it away. And oh dear me. We are in trouble again, and there's a ball over the top, and Sunder cannot stick with the man that he's meant to be marking. And we rely on big Phil Mickelson digging us out of another bunker there. Grunners, what have you got on the throw, son? Come on. We've hit the bar. Of course we have. And we're offside from the rebound, and my goodness, we are now bottom of the table. We might not make it to the end of the month. Corner time. No, nothing doing. Come on, boys. A man's job is on the line here. Gerser's in. Finish it, Gerser. No. The goalie tips it over the bar. Well, look, you can't say that we've not roused ourselves with a bit of a comeback, but so far, I mean, it's all in vain, isn't it? We are bottom of the table, and this could get worse. Look at it. We're into the highlights again, and now they're nodding one over the bar. Well, probably this is not the star we were hoping for, shall we say that? Let's get our excuses in early, shall we? Come on, this has been a tough old save, hasn't it? I mean, we've not allowed ourselves to even sign players for our youth academy. Now, in reflection, probably an oversight. We're not doing one of these youth academy challenges where we were playing around in the editor beforehand to give ourselves better facilities. We've just played it straight out of the box, really, and, well, we've done a pretty good job in the first 4 seasons. Remember, we're a semi-professional club trying to develop our own youth players, and we did enough to get us promoted. And to be honest, do you know what? I think it's that promotion that's probably cost us our job. We could have quite happily ticked along in the 3rd tier of Norwegian football for another 2-3 years, just developing our players, letting them mature. coming up has been a bit of a step too far. They're not ready, and so many of them, when you look at their coach reports, have that inconsistency trait. And again, particularly when you've got a back four made up of them, when they're throwing in inconsistent performances, it does not half make things difficult. Looks like we're into half time. We're going to give another rousing team talk. We're going to get out there for the second half, but goodness me, it's not looking great, is it? Okay, we've got half an hour left. We've pushed it onto an attack mentality. We've pushed our wingers up at half time as well. I thought we might get a soft penalty then, which we might not necessarily score the way things are going. Grunwald missed his last penalty. Luckily, we got away with it in that game. Oh, we've struck the post. You've got an empty goal. Your luck is just out. The boys are pressing, but oh, goodness me. The confidence isn't there. The quality isn't there either. And look at us. We have created some chances, but we've not taken them. We've perhaps got one more shout left in us. We've got nothing on the bench, really. Maybe Shernison with his pace. Can Grunwald dig us out? He can't. Okay. There's not a lot of great performances out there apart from Gerser, is there? Okay, now's the time, boys. Win the ball back. We got 15 minutes left. You can see, look, this is the way our games have been going. It's not like we haven't had some chances to score, but the opposition are just more clinical than us. This is another professional team, by the way, we're playing today. Come on then, now we're on the rampage. Grunwald's got the pace of 3 or 4, but he sent a ball through. Wait for him to miss. Oh, he hasn't missed. He's actually tucked one home, and we're coming off attack. And we're going down to positive. Finally, Anderson has actually taken a chance. And that was quite a cool finish in the end, wasn't it? He just ducks to the side. Rolls it home. Come on, boys. Can we only lose this game 2-1 now? Because let's not think for a second we're holding on to this, let alone getting a winner. But at least it gives us a chance of not getting smashed. And it's a goal, by the way. We've not scored many recently. And here's Ness. Come on. What do we got? Grunwald's using that pace again. He's just heading down the wings. He's like a man reborn. We've gone over the top. What have you got, Anders? Oh, no. No. Now what do we do? What do we do? Oh, Anderson's doing forward rolls. We're 2-1 up. Oh, okay, let's get into the tactics. Give me a moment. Okay, we've not gone ridiculous. We've gone down to a balanced mentality, but I don't want to be defending too deep because we've got a back line made up of children. Now, granted, with Northern Mariana in FM20, we did some great things with a team of 15-year-olds, but these boys are not on that level. And we've put a bit of time wasting on as well. And in fact, you know, as soon as we hit 85... As soon as we hit 85, I'm going full-time wasting. Oh, you've let the ball go over you, you clown. Get it clear. Dreyer, well done, son. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, we got another highlight to navigate first. Soon as we hit 85, we're going full-time wasting. And I'm going to move one of our strikers back into midfield. Shernison, just play the ball around, son. We're going to get counted on here, aren't we? I can smell it. We're going to get counted on. Don't send it into the box, son. Keep your shape. Keep your shape. Win a corner. Win a corner. Oh, Grunners, you've given them a goal kick. Okay. We need to get the instructions on, don't we? Let's waste a little bit more time. Let's keep the tempo nice and low. And let's also look at who we can bring into midfield. Grunners is going to have to stay as a lone target man up there. Because, oh, you can't bring Grunners into the midfield with his pace. Can you? Can you? Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Okay, let's try this instead. Let's go Anderson. At least be a pacey target for us to hit up front. Oh, Grunners, what are you going to be doing in that midfield? You got passing of 8 and vision of 9. Well, hold on a minute, hold on. Acceleration of 6, pace of 7. Do you know what? He's probably not the slowest midfielder we've got in there. Loveland, come and be a defensive ball winner for us. Grunners, just potter around, my friend. Okay. Let's get going. Look, I know this is turning into the world's longest episode. This could be huge, though. This could be huge. Let's see if we can just drop the passing even shorter. Come on, boys. Just keep it tight. Keep it tight. No, this is a highlight. Ness, don't give that ball away, Grunners. Grunners! You're playing it up to a target man, son. You are that target man. At least Grunners should be able to win some balls for us in the centre of midfield. We've got a minute to navigate. Kick that ball right into the stand, Gerser. Grunners. Oh, he's playing around like a Carlos Valderrama figure in there, isn't he? Give it to Grunners. He's a playmaker now. He's a man reborn. It's a corner. I probably should have changed our set pieces and left everybody back, shouldn't I? I've only left the 3 back. Hopefully we'll be all right. We've sent it in. Grunners. Big booming header. Ref, we're at the time now, ref. We're there. We're there. Well, I didn't see that result coming, especially we went a goal down. Look at that. We've got players that have got ratings above a 7. Granted, our fullbacks were terrible. Granted, it looks like we've relied on our goalie for a few, but look, we've won a game. So an episode that started in the boardroom has finished with the champagne corks popping. We've got ourselves a much needed morale boosting victory, and look at the table. Look at it. We are now 2 points behind Ulkissa. We are only 5 points behind Usana. It's not out of the question. I may have been the prophet of doom earlier on, but what a difference 3 points make. We'll go away, we'll play a game offline, maybe 2. I still don't back us to get out of this, but at least now we've given ourselves a chance. We're going to see you for our next episode because things are hotting up in Sub-Zero Hero.